Subhranshu joins me now around the desk. He's the head of aerospace and defense practice at Frost & Sullivan Asia Pacific. Subhranshu, thanks for joining us. I mean, 25 airlines, that means that you guys got to be growing pretty quickly.
Yes, EVA is one of the fastest growing carrier in this part of the world. And they have done a phenomenal job in terms of Trans-Pacific Index daily flight. And they are almost fourth in the lead. So they've been doing a good job. They are procuring new aircrafts. They'll be leading in the long haul sector. Their attentions towards North America is growing, and they want to capture the larger market in North American segments.
I mean, we did see a lot of the airline stocks falling earlier in the week on the back of those Paris attacks. It was very short-lived. Will there be any long-term impact on the aviation sector, or is it just that even if people decide not to go to certain areas, they're still going to travel anyway, so the bulk of passengers perhaps just gets shifted to a new area?
I think the world has gone through certain incidents earlier, so there will be a cooling period which we are anticipating where the travel will go drop. But otherwise, medium-term, long-term impact, I don't think so. The region is more of a geographical concentrated in terms of tourism, in terms of cross-border activities. So medium and long term, I don't think there will be any impact. But a shorter term like Chinese airlines, Japanese airlines may see some drop till the cooling period is off.
Speaking of China and Japan, both countries have rolled out their own aircrafts in recent weeks. Is this going to shake up the aviation industry?
Airlines industry is very crowded. Yield is dropping. So there is a consolidation that has to happen. We expect in this part of the world, other part of the world, consolidation will create sharing the resources, reducing the operating margins.
Where do you see the consolidation happening? Because China has already been talking about consolidating their aviation industry.
Absolutely. China has been talking since a few years. Things are not moving as expected. But it's an industry perspective that has to happen. That is the only way to reduce operating cost and making sure that contribution margin goes
up. For China and Japan, both of the planes that they've rolled out are, I don't know, they fit like 150, maybe 200 passengers, not these huge jets. Do you think that they'll expand into that? Because this part of the world is the fastest growing aviation market.
Yeah, this part of the world we always see the single aisle aircraft's usage is very high. Although the yield is dropping, so airlines are looking at rerouting, making sure that the route planning is correct. We don't see long haul flights are going to take over single aisles. So we expect that single aisle aircraft will still take the lead at least for 5 to 8 years down the line.
What sort of perception barriers do you think China would have to overcome if they want to sell their planes in the West?
China primarily looking at the domestic market. So definitely they will get going in the domestic market, but larger taking it to the North American segments or European segments, it takes a lot of investment in the aftermarket, supply chain, logistics area. So China has to invest a lot, making sure that they give enough comfort, confidence to the end customers.
All right, thank you so much. Subhranshu, head of Aerospace and Defense Practice at Frost & Sullivan Asia Pacific.